And hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Alright, so here I have a Kali, a Mangaka and Arch Linux distro. Now I'm going to be checking out this one, which is the latest version of the Mangaka Linux distro. If you don't know what it is just an anime distro for just anime Linux distro. If you like anime or manga, go there. It's right there for you. Anyway, so I'm going to boot this up and we're going to go check it out. Now, one thing to note is this is a virtual kind of like drive only, like virtual CD, a live CD only, which means if you're going to boot with it, then it's not going to like install onto your hard drive. It's going to kind of stay on that CD if I'm not mistaken, or USB or whatever you use. But yeah, also something interesting to note is that the creators of this is still working on a newer project. It's in, I think this one is in beta format, if I'm not mistaken, and the other one is not out yet, but they're working on it. It's on their website. Not very fast, is it? There we go. Okay, I don't know, I guess. Oh, what's that? Ah. So I guess this is, if you remember the clock from last time, I guess this is the upgrade they gave it. I do like the background though, not too bad. Is there anything I can do with this? Open mascot. No mix. What? Okay. Just a cancel. So let's see, what do they have? Or first, let's first see how does the RAM look? How does it go? So let's go sudo apt get install htop. The password for this one, I believe, is cho, C-H-O. Unable to locate package. Let's just run update. So unlike the other one, this one is still being supported. They only when last they got an update, but this one hasn't been just thrown in the dumps. If you use it now, no problem. So we're going to see, would this be a daily driver for, hey, would this be a daily driver for or daily operating system usable for anime users? So let's find out. One thing I just noticed is that it has, I believe, a Japanese keyboard. And that's interesting. I wouldn't mind to use that. Text. Can you not? Alright, so let's open Genie. Is she just going to like stay on top of everything the whole time, or yeah, because I don't want that. That's kind of annoying. She's really big, to be honest. Well, I can't config, it seems. Can't I just like remove her somehow? Like, what's this? Will it change anything? No, no, that's better. Okay. Right, so it does seem to say it does have Japanese. I'm not seeing any hiragana, katakana, or anything like that. I should maybe configure actually. Oh well, I guess that's for someone in the future to figure out. Alright, so now that it has updated everything, let's try installing htop again. Also, just to take note, this size the screen takes, it's not the size you'll get if you actually put it into a real PC. This is just the size I get because I'm using VirtualBox, if I'm not mistaken. So it just like makes it, just compresses the screen a little bit. Now if you were to actually put it on a USB and stick it into an actual place and boot it, then it would look different. So while we wait, let's go see what can we can add disklets. Let's see what disklets they have while we wait. Now if you have never used Linux before, then you should maybe not just go to this. Let's first see before you say anything. But oh gosh, it's slow. All right, it doesn't really seem like they give anime disklets. At least it doesn't. But that's kind of sad because I was hoping I could find extra anime disklets. All right, let's see how much RAM does it use. Out of the box, it uses 1.04 gigabytes of RAM. That already tells you that the minimum amount of RAM, if you want to use this, should actually be 2 gigabytes. I have just underneath that, so and as you can see, it's not running perfectly. It's pretty slow, pretty sluggish. So I'd say 2 gigs to be able to run it, or 1.5 gigs should be enough, but 2 gigs just to be safe, and make that 4 gigs to run it comfortably, or somewhat comfortably. I'd actually recommend maybe 6 gigs or 8 gigs to run it comfortably, but it might take up a little much, but I don't think that's a problem. So let's see. Change the desktop background. Let's see what do they give us this time, which is beautiful. Because this background is really pretty beautiful, but let's see what else do they give us. Alright, so here is what they this thing is good for us. So let's see what happens if whoopsie, if we choose the dark. So this is probably for those edgy kids that's like, oh, nobody likes me, you know, those types. This one looks kind of beautiful. Okay, not too bad. So you can pick your poison, I guess, which everyone makes you feel best. You can add your own, of course. I don't have any images on here, so I'm not going to do that. Ooh, that's really beautiful. I'm going to keep that one. Alright, let's see what else today. Desktop settings. Alright, so here's what they give you. Yeah, not really too much to configure. I guess this allows you to go into the file system. Okay, I'm more a fan of Nemo. I don't think this is Nemo because it just looks really old. But okay, so it gives you everything you might want. There's mount, nothing there. Let's see if they have any special things for us, like any Easter eggs. Oh, they have 2 anime thingies, 2 anime videos. Pictures, no, I think just the wallpapers, yeah. Music, sample, nothing in documents. Okay. So I'm going to see what I can salvage. because I don't like opening anything up in this because it's probably going to be extremely slow. So I'd rather open it up on my PC. Unfortunate. Alright, so let's see. What else do they give us? What's this? Create and edit subtitle for film and video. Oh, that's really interesting. Damn, okay. And that's if you're really into anime and you can speak the Japanese. I guess that's perfect for you. They give us Solitaire, fancy side-scroller game. I believe that is a game I don't like. I'm not gonna go into it. So let's see. Cheese. Okay, webcam. Yeah, dock. That's interesting. Oh, I see. So basically it is like instant ways to get to places. So let's try YouTube. Probably just going to open up a Chrome tab and just gonna use it in Chrome then. I don't know, this doesn't really look like Google Chrome or anything like that. To be honest, it actually looks like a legit YouTube. Interesting. That's quite interesting. Oh, 1 views? This I gotta see. It wasn't possible to find a URL for this video. Oh, I see. Yeah, it might be custom, kinda. Tonbit.com. Oh, so it's kind of like a YouTube video or a YouTube alternative. Glad to see this random video pops up. Okay, so yeah, I don't think it actually works. If you want me to be honest. Yeah, unfortunately. So okay, we have a YouTube, we have a Gmail, we have a monitor, which is basically the same thing we saw in the last video, but hopefully it looks a little bit better this time. Alright, so let's see. Memory is being used up quite a bit still. CPU has improved CPU usage. Yeah, nothing special. Okay, so there's nothing really special there, so let's continue. Then there's effects. I'm not going to try and activate them again because last time I tried that I got a few unwanted messages. So let's see. I selected extensions. I want to see what extensions we can get. Okay, that's for workspace switching. Good to know, good to know. Alright, I need so there's no extensions installed, so that means you have to install new ones. I highly doubt that there would be anime specific extensions. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Unfortunate. Oh well, let's see what else we have. So nothing special anymore it seems. There's Kini, Gedit, GIMP. There's GIMP. Google Chrome. Handbrake. Yeah, there's HTOP. Yeah, Handbrake could be useful. Damn, I didn't even know you can get Handbrake on a Linux file system. Or on Linux at least, specifically. Interesting. Let's go search. Yeah, you even have Kazam, so you can record your screen. Kden Live for video editing. Hey, you have Mahjong. Did you know if you have Mahjong, You know it is anime. Let's open it up. I just realized I made a huge mistake. Something else was still has to open up, but hasn't yet. So that is a problem. Okay. So now you can just play Mahjong. A very old game, not per se very interesting. So let's see what else. Hey, you have Mind. What's Mind? Is this like a Minesweeper? The anime Linux distro version of Minesweeper. You know what it is? That's beautiful. That's mine. That's safe. That's safe. That is safe. That's safe. That's safe. That's safe. That's not safe. Hmm. Yeah, one of these are not safe. Nice. So you have Minesweeper. If you really miss those old days where you could have a nice Minesweeper on your PC. You have OpenShot if you want to edit videos. You have OS installer. Don't know why you need that. You don't install this OS. A karaoke game. I've never heard of that one. Let's check it out. No songs found. Oof. That's very sad. Easily create and edit images. You have Play on Linux, so you can play a few games from Windows here. You have RenPy, you have Root, the terminal. You have Skype. If you're into Skype, you have Sudoku. Ooh, that has to be. Damn, I didn't even know Sudoku would have a PC application. Damn. You have the terminal itself. You have the question. A simple visual novel game with RenPy. Interesting. I'm not really a visual novel kind of guy, but let's check it out. Uh, Preferences. Skip scene messages, please. Or not, just all messages actually. Return, start game. Okay, so it just seems to be a normal visual novel. Ooh, she's kind of cute. Yeah, nothing too special. We can maybe begin skipping. Let's see what happens. And you have choices. Okay. If you think this would be a great game for you, by all means install it. Then you have themes. Let's see what themes they give us. Hopefully, oh wait, didn't we already? No, we probably didn't already check themes. Wait, that's probably gonna take a while. 2D animation toolkit. Ooh, that has to be, well, that is quite interesting. So here you can change, if you don't like this cursor, you can actually change it here, it seems, to whatever you feel would work best. I didn't really mind it, it looks pretty good with this. Then you have the desktop type. At default it seems to be using Boulder, I don't know what that is. But you have Cinnamon, which I prefer above most of these. So I'm going to change it to Cinnamon. Then here you have type of buttons. I believe this is going to take a while to load in, especially since the PC is so slow. So I'm just going to choose that. You have icons and you have window borders. Okay, now that we have Cinnamon, it should also look a little bit better. I believe it does. Let's open 2p. But that's going to take probably quite a while to open up. Fiverr. Fiber, not fiber, excuse me. We discovered new to, okay, close. Okay, if you actually know how to use this, then I guess, yeah, then you can use this to do your animation. Interesting. I'm not going to use it because I have no idea how to make animations. One thing I can't seem to find is a way to get into your files, because unless you are going to go in here, I can't see ways to just get into your file system, which is interesting because that means they automatically off the top of their head think, but hey, most weebs are probably programmers. Now I know a lot of weebs that has no idea how to code. They don't even know how to do a basic if statement. So, and I believe most of you don't either. So that is a very big downside, because the only way to get in is by here or with the terminal, and I believe none of you, or at least minimal amount of you here, would know how to get through here into the terminal. That's just something to note. Now I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. Would I use this as a daily driver, or as a not driver? Would I use this as my daily operating system that I use? Now currently I use Windows 10 and I do boot it alongside Linux Mint. Linux Mint being my primary operating system I use. Would I sacrifice either of those two to be able to use this? Now, considering that I would add basically another 2 gigs of RAM to it, so it will run a little bit better. No, I won't. None at this moment, because one, it doesn't really feel like something I would personally want to use. It still feels a little bit outdated, if you want my true fully opinion. Because if you come from Linux Mint, which is something pretty recent, like it got its update just a few months ago, I believe. So this feels completely outdated to me. It looks and feels a little bit too much like Windows to me. And some of these apps like YouTube HD doesn't work. Gmail probably works if I have to guess. I can't seem to mount anything to it, which is also a bad sign, because if I can't mount a USB to this, how am I going to move things from one thing to another? You don't install it. Well, it is in beta, so that's probably a reason to why you don't install it. So what I just close it. Okay. So yeah, should you use it as your daily operating system? Well, that's up to you. If you have a PC with at least 4 gigs of RAM, you have the extra storage. Let's see how much disk space does this use. Oh my fab, it's so slow. Now I gave it 20 gigs of storage. You see 21 gigs right there. Or is that the amount it takes? I am unsure myself. I don't remember seeing this. I don't think it uses everything though. It wouldn't use that much. It's you don't install it, so it will only use 5 gigs max, unless you put a ton of extra things on it. So you can use it if you have 4 gigs of RAM and you have more than 20 gigs free space. Use it, try it. Was I satisfied with the experience I got from in here? Well, I didn't really use it long enough to actually say that, but with how slow it is, I doubt that I would be satisfied. Is it a good operating system altogether? Does it do what it should do? Now, if you use it and you update it a little bit, you configure it to fit your needs, it could be the perfect operating system for you. For me, it's going to take way too long to have to update this, then to have to reconfigure it. It's just not gonna work for me. So here you can also change the icon, it seems, with this. So there you can change the icon, maybe add menu, whatever floats your boat. But so that's just an example of how much you can configure it. So yeah, you can change it to fit your needs completely, but I wouldn't use it because one, I don't really like the old Windows thing they got on here. Like they have the bin and they have the computer thing that both look so much like Windows. It's slow. The Japanese keyboard doesn't work, so you have to fix that. When should you use it? I believe if you want to use it, don't use it now. I believe wait for the next update. Wait for it until it's released out of beta, because this is beta, so it's obviously going to be a little bit crap. It's not going to work perfectly. It's going to be slow. It doesn't promise you anything as of yet. So once it actually gets like the full release update, use it. This one that came out right before this one, which should be in full release now, and we can maybe check that one out next time. So leave your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you think of this? Do you think it is worth getting this as your main operating system? Would you do it, or would you just use it partially? Would you test it out but you won't use it completely as your operating system? What do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Leave it in the comment section below. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you all in the next video. Sayonara.